What's up everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we are on the aircraft carrier in Los Santos. It's right down here. And we're going to be doing some flights. Around here we're going to do some carrier landings, and we're going to start off in the Harrier. So we're just sitting on the Harrier, sitting on the, the aircraft carrier in the Harrier with the vertical takeoff, and we're going to do a few landing circuits. We're going to do it first person mainly, and it's going to be fun. So without further ado, why don't we just get into it? So I accidentally recorded the flight over here from Los Santos in the wrong source. So there was something there, but it was a very boring, like, 2-minute flight. So I think we should just kind of power off from right here. So let's add a little bit of thrust, and we're airborne. Gonna gain a little bit of altitude. Okay. Let's angle forward a little bit and start flying forward. Add thrust, and then we can switch the mode, and we're airborne. Gone, so we can continue to fly our departure out of here, and then let's make a left turn and fly a departure leg, and then we're going to turn again, and we're going to be flying our downwind leg. Turned a little bit too far. Our landing gear is still down just because we're doing some small circuits, and we're going to be descending. Now we're pretty close to it. This probably isn't very realistic, but then we'll pull a 90-degree turn, or 180 in this case, I guess. No, we're doing 90, and I believe this is way too close. But oh yeah, that was totally garbage. Let's just retract the landing gear and pull off. Or we could try to do a vertical landing onto the carrier. I think that's a good idea. So let's make a left traffic pattern again. This time we'll do it from the outside view. We'll do the landing on the inside view, but we just need to steer around here in the outside view. Geez, this thing's going really fast. I just realized that I had it idle this entire time, so we can drop the landing gear. So let's do full. Yeah, that's usually not how you do it as a Harrier pilot. You would be flying in straight, and then you'd do that. But let's just kind of descend. I've never really landed it like this in any circumstance, especially not precision landing like on a carrier. But we can add a little bit of thrust. We're almost on the ground, and touchdown. Flip the thrusters forward, and let's steer over here. So let's move over to right here, kind of where we started. Okay, and we can, what's it called? Turn our engines off. So that kind of is really what the Harrier has to offer. I'm thinking that we might go with the F-14 next. Let's just take a look in here. If we go all the way down, we could do an A-10 Warthog. I don't know if those are carrier I highly doubt they're carrier. I mean, yeah, we're not gonna do an A10. Even though A10s do look really, really good. I think we'll do that at some point in time. And you do the carrier version of the F-18. I think that's what we'll go with, but if I go down here, and I don't really, there's a section with a bunch of them, but they're not, yeah, there's an F-14, F-15. Is this the one with a decent cockpit? No, it's one where you're pushed up way too high. How about I do, yeah, 14? I don't know if the modeling is amazing. Yeah, I think the F-15 is pretty good. Yeah, let's do the F-15. Okay, so we're on the deck in the F-15. Let's do /ENG. Fire these babies' engines up. Okay, and let's go to the cat launch. I don't know if this is the carrier configuration, but sadly we don't have working cat launch, so we have to just do it ourselves. So if we roll over that, okay, we can go, we'll just like put a thumbs up to hold on, there, okay, 3, 2, 1, and he launches us, and you fly off the edge, and then you pull up, and you retract your landing gear, and you kind of flung off. We can do a little bit more realistic turns. Okay. So we're gonna fly out a little bit farther. Let's do a flyby first, and then we can come back for an actual landing, just because it'll kind of help us figure out what we're getting into. But we can do some views. Okay, so let's fly a little bit farther straight, and now let's make a turn and fly towards the carrier. Again, if you drop the gear, because we're gonna do a flyby. We're not actually actually, let's pull the gear up. Okay, that's just the lights that illuminate the cockpit. So let's make a turn. We're not gonna be lining up for the runway. We're just gonna be. Ooh, this would have been a good approach if we would be landing, but we're just gonna do a flyby right by the carrier's deck. We can go vertical, do an aileron roll, and that wasn't really vertical. Let's do a loop. Cut all power. We can accelerate through the bottom. Okay. Let's pull. Oh, that's a really. Yeah, we've pulled a lot of G's. Okay. So we can land, and then I think from the F-15 we'll do a flight over to another place. I'm gonna see if I can land it in the cinematic view. So we're flying our downwind leg, we're gonna turn base, and then we'll turn on our approach, or like final. Right, gear's going down. We got our gear down, 3 green, which is representing that they've all deployed. Okay, so we're turning, and we'll make one final turn. Okay. Let's Oh, I don't know if we can make this one. Let's not try to do... that was a really late go-around. But somehow we made it. Okay. So... let's do a... let's do one landing, and then we'll do cat shot. Or no, then we'll hop in the F-35 and fly back to LSI. F-35 is also a really good plane. I don't know if the modeling is great in here, or if we even have it, but I hope we do. Okay, we got our gear down. Yeah, I'm making these turns way too tight and at too high of an altitude, but whatever. Let's shear off. It's totally unrealistic. Oh. I don't even know if... yeah, it goes crazy fast and doesn't slow down very well. But see, it has the working speed brake, which is kind of cool. So we can do a vertical takeoff in the F-35, if I can even get that plane in here. I don't know if we have it. Hope we do. Let's just look through here. Oh, it's the VTOL. Yeah, there. Ooh, this plane looks good. It's stealth, so it looks kind of funky, but let's just repair the vehicle, make sure everything's all good. You can fire up the engines and turn it to forward mode so we can back up, because because the way they take off in the Harriers is they come over to the cat shot, but they do not hook onto them. So what they do is they angle their thrusters down. If I hop in the cockpit, see, it's not very well modeled. So if we lift off, it's kind of the same with I think it uses the same handling line as the Hydra. So, and then we can angle forward. And we just flipped it into the other mode of flight. Pull up the landing gear. And we're just firing off. Let's do a vertical climb. Losing a lot of speed. See how high we can get. But it almost has like a rocket coming out of the back of it. So once we get below like 60, there's a steady vertical climb rate of 64. I think you could possibly get up to max height vertically. But the plane from the outside looks gorgeous. Like, we can do these beautiful shots with aileron rolls, but they just look so good. You can do a full loop. Do some flying over there. But we want to be careful of other planes, so let's stay at a lower altitude while we're doing this. And then we can pop over into Blaine County, because this is the approach path, somewhat. All the planes are really on the ground over there, but, you know, you always want to be careful. So, we're flying over this lake. I think we're going to kind of wrap it up with one more... Oh, geez, the audio kind of cut out for a second. But we're going to do one last landing over here. See, when you hit the reverse on this, nothing pops up. There's no pop-up. It just slows down the engine. So we can do a little bit of trick flying, I guess. Let's just do halfway inverted dive. Do some low altitude flying. Maybe pull a hard turn right there. But I think that'll kind of wrap things up. Let's just flip a 180-degree turn. Pull a couple of G's right there. Drop our gear. See, that opens up, which is the intake fan for the thrusters, I believe. Please tell me in the comments if that's incorrect. But that's what I believe it is. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe for more, like if you enjoyed the video, and comment any feedback, because I really enjoy hearing feedback and seeing what people think about the videos that I'm making, because I always want to make better videos. But somebody commented in the last video I made on this, or no, second to last video I made on this, they wanted to see me stream that, so when I am able to, I will be streaming that, because I think I really enjoy it. I hope other people do. But what is going on right there? But I hope you enjoy it too. Kind of leave off with the totally unlegit Cargo Lux, I believe. Is that Cargo Lux? Something. 747 flying inches above the ground. But, you know, it's life. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.